How's it going, everyone? James Lynch here for Odds Checker US, doing my preview of Saturday night's UFC Vegas 27 card, which goes down at the Apex in Las Vegas. And the main event is going to be featuring former bantamweight champion Cody Garbrandt taking on Rob Font. This fight's actually kind of interesting because if you guys look at the most sports books, the odds actually opened up with Cody Garbrandt as the favorite. That line is now flipped. Rob Font is the favorite right now. I'm seeing a lot of books have Rob at about a minus 125, meaning you got to bet $125 to $100 on Rob Font in this fight. Let's take a closer look at the tail of the tape here. Cody Garbrandt, 29 years old, 5'8" with a 65.5-inch reach, comes to us from Team Alpha Male and also trains a bit with Mark Henry at Ricardo Almeida's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Rob Font, of course, 33 years old, a little bit older, same height as Cody Garbrandt, but he's got a much longer reach advantage. He's 71.5 compared to Cody Garbrandt, who's 65.5. So we'll see if Font can utilize that jab throughout the fight and keep Garbrandt at bay. We'll see what happens. Now, Cody Garbrandt hasn't fought since that knockout win over Rafael Assunção back in June of 2020. That was back at the UFC 250 card. He's had some injuries. He got COVID pretty badly from what we've heard. So that is why we have not seen Cody in the octagon for so long. And prior to that win, Cody Garbrandt was on a 3-fight losing streak, including 2 losses against TJ Dillashaw, one of which is where he lost his bantamweight title. Rob Font coming off the biggest win of his career, getting that first round finish over Marlon Moraes in his last fight. That's back-to-back wins for Font, actually 3 straight wins for Font, including a win over Sergio Pettis, who just won the Bellator title a few weeks ago for Bellator. So really nice win streak for Rob Font heading into this fight. His last loss, interestingly enough, is against Rafael Assunção. That was back in July of 2018, but I think we can all agree Font has looked like a much better fighter since then. So how does this fight go? Clearly the power edge goes to Cody Garbrandt. Clearly I think the technical striking goes to Rob Font. What I think is going to happen is Rob is going to keep Cody Garbrandt at bay. I don't think Garbrandt will get in on the inside and try and, and be able to knock out Font. Font's never been finished by knockout in his career. I think his chin holds up in this fight, and with it being 5 rounds, I think that actually favors Rob Font a little bit more, with the fact that Cody's style is to go in there and knock you out. Rob Font, I think he'll be a lot more calculated. Let's not forget, this is the same teammate as Calvin Kattar, one of the best featherweight fighters in the UFC right now. I think you're going to see the strategy be Rob's going to just pick his shots, go in and out, and I think overall he'll either get a late finish on Cody or maybe a decision in this one. But I do like Rob Font in this fight. I even think at minus 125 there's some value there on him as well. To me, it's a number of things. I think you could argue that Garbrandt obviously has fought the better competition, but I think he's also taken a lot of damage. All those losses he had in that three-fight win streak were knockout losses. Rob's never been knocked out. I think there's something to be said for that. And even though Garbrandt's younger, he has taken a lot more damage. I think Font goes out there, puts on a really polished performance, and frustrates Cody Garbrandt. And I think that's probably the end of Cody Garbrandt at bantamweight. I think he loses this fight, goes down to flyweight. Maybe he gets a title shot, but I think Rob Font's going to win this fight. So that's where I'm going on the main event. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you agree with me? Do you think Rob Font's going to pull this one off? If so, how do you think he gets it done? Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at Lynch on Sports, and make sure you subscribe to the Odds Checker US YouTube channel, where you will find my breakdowns every single week, along with my fighter interviews. I'm James Lynch, and I'll see you next time.